Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a poor couple. They lived at the edge of a great forest, behind whose trees lay a wicked witch's magnificent garden, filled with the finest vegetables and herbs. But the garden was protected by powerful magic, and if any trespassers were caught stealing from it, the witch would punish them severely. Now, one day, the wife became pregnant, and soon after, her belly began to show. Day after day, her craving for a leafy green vegetable called Rapunzel grew stronger, and she begged her husband to get some for her. She said that if she didn't get it, she felt she might die. Concerned for his wife, the man agreed. So, one night, when the moon was high and round, he climbed the wall and carefully snipped off some of the Rapunzel leaves. He raced back home, and his wife ate the greens eagerly. But, alas, her craving only increased. Then he had no choice but to sneak into the garden again. But this time he was caught red-handed by Mother Gothel, the evil witch who lived in the house. Furious, she demanded a terrible price in exchange for the herbs. She said, "You may take the herbs, but when your child is born, you must give her to me." Terrified, the man had no choice but to agree. And soon after, when their baby girl was born, the witch came and took her away. The witch named the girl Rapunzel, and she brought her to a hidden tower deep in the forest. The tower had no doors or stairs, only a small window at the top. From the outside, it looked just like a normal tower. No one could enter unless Mother Gothel opened the window herself. As Rapunzel grew, her golden hair grew incredibly long, and whenever Mother Gothel came to visit, she would call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, that I may climb without a care." So Rapunzel would let her long braid fall, and Mother Gothel would climb up. Years went by, and Rapunzel grew into a beautiful young woman with a kind heart and a voice as lovely as birdsong. One day, a prince, riding through the forest, heard her singing and was captivated. Day after day, he returned to watch her and listen to her sweet voice. Then one day, he saw Mother Gothel climbing Rapunzel's golden hair, and when the witch left, he decided to try it himself. So he called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And to his surprise, the braid fell. So he climbed up and introduced himself. Rapunzel was overjoyed to make a friend, and soon she fell in love with the prince. For many years, they spent their days laughing and playing, and every evening, the prince would tell her about the world outside the tower. Soon Rapunzel couldn't bear the thought of being separated from her love, and together they made a plan to escape. But alas, one day Rapunzel accidentally let it slip. "Why does it hurt when you climb? You're not as heavy as the witch." Mother Gothel was furious when she heard this. She stormed up the tower and cut off Rapunzel's long, beautiful hair. Then she shoved the girl out of the window and banished her to a desert far away. As punishment, Mother Gothel took the braid and made it into a rope ladder. She tied the ends securely to the window and said, "If any climber wishes to ascend, let him tie himself up with the hair, and I will pull him up." Then she waited for the prince. When he climbed up, she untied the knots, trapping him in the tower forever. The heartbroken prince jumped from the window and fell into a thicket of thorns. He cried out, but no one could hear him, and so he wandered the wilderness, blind and alone for months. Meanwhile, Rapunzel lived alone in the desert, raising twins, the prince's children. Then one day, as fate would have it, the prince stumbled upon the place where Rapunzel lived. She recognized him instantly and ran to him, weeping. Her tears touched the prince's eyes, and as if by magic, his sight was restored. Together, they embraced and made their way back to the kingdom. There, they were welcomed with joy by the people who had been searching for their missing prince. They lived happily ever after, and that's the end of the story.